Hello everyone, namaste to all.
Namaste.
After a long time, we are doing another podcast. Okay, now the plan today is to ask you some Ved Mantra from the Everyday Agnihotra and also take couple of questions which you have asked. Today I got some interesting question. Anna, what is your thoughts on people who say we should enjoy small happiness in life like eating good food or watching sunset or else life will be depressed and lifeless? Yeah. So, do you have any thoughts? You can
Why
share your
just
thoughts.
why just small happiness? Why not all happiness?
Exactly. So, see, Paramatma has given us this human body. We must try to use this human body to the maximum possible extent. Sadupayog karna hai. So yeah, we must enjoy happiness, like eating good food, or seeing a sunset, or going on a drive and then sitting on the river banks and then watch the river, watch the mountain. All these things are very essential. In fact, Rishi Munis used to say that one of the ways to attain Vivek Gyan, attain Tattva Gyan in our life is to roam around and see when you roam around and when you see places, you will understand many things. So, and also, of course, the main intention, even Yoga Sutra says very clearly, mana prasadanam, man prasanna hona chahiye. Chitta prasadanam, not mana prasad, chitta prasadanam. When somebody has to do meditation properly, his or her mind must be happy. Otherwise, they can never concentrate on Paramatma. A dull mind can never concentrate on Paramatma. So, eating good food and enjoying good food is very well okay. But see, enjoyment में राग नहीं होना चाहिए. That is most important, and that's a very big skill we must learn. For that, we must learn the purpose of our life. We must always have a fixed goal in our life. The goal is moksha, and rest all things you can just take it lightly and go. You can enjoy and go towards the goal. That you must understand. Okay, another question on Gen Z. So you can read. There are
People who say that we should first keep ourselves happy, choose our happiness over others, stop being people pleasers and take care of ourselves first. Oh, I fully agree on that. Nowadays, people are saying this every time. To live a fulfilling life, we should keep ourselves happy. But Vedic perspective is completely different. It is trying to take away the view that this world and living in this world can be what? It is trying to take away the view that this world and living in this world can be beautiful. It gives you the idea that no, you should escape it, huh?
Okay, see,
Because
Vedic,
since
Vedic
childhood,
perspective says very clearly. See, Vedas has got all the knowledge, okay? Vedic perspective says if you want to destroy dukkha, you must destroy birth. If you take birth, inherently you will get dukkha. Of course, sukh also will be there. You will get into dukkha and sukh cycle, okay? So, Vedic perspective does not say that you don't need to, like the same thing, you don't need to enjoy this life. You can enjoy this life and still attain your moksha, right? Enjoy in the sense, see, enjoyment does not mean that indriyon ko sukh dena. Atmik sukh bhi enjoyment hota hai. And okay, and as you said, perfectly right. What is perfectly right on the first sentence?
I agree that we should keep ourselves happy and take our happiness over others. And I think it's also important to be selfish and not be sacrificing. That's something that's my own belief, and that's the way
What do you mean by that? I am not fully understanding or agreeing to your point. What do you mean by that? We have to be selfish rather than selfless. Or why?
Because, well, firstly, we have to be selfish because we need to keep ourselves happy. And
You
we
don't
can't
need to be selfish to be happy. You can be selfless, also be happy.
see. I feel like
Yes,
your generation takes the word selfish differently, and our generation takes the word selfish differently.
Okay.
So selfish for your generation is like not helping others or something, but selfish for our generation, or like more sane people in our generation, is like to not help others if you don't want to, or like to maybe because you cannot, or maybe because you don't have the capability or energy, or just you don't like that person and you don't want. I mean, if someone is dying, of course we're going to go and help them, but not like be overly giving and give money, give this, give that, not like that. And also Like,
okay, I mean that's the same. See, it's the same definition in my generation also. We must, of course, the first thing is prioritizing ourselves. Because the Atma's inherent nature is selfishness. Every Atma inherently is selfish, and the highest selfishness is moksha. Means when somebody attains moksha, he is satisfying his highest self needs, selfish need. That is moksha. Okay, and the problem is selfishness. We must not confuse selfishness and greed. Like some people wants to grab everything and keep it to themselves, and but they don't want to give any. They have more. I have everything. I don't want to give anything to you. This is the modern selfishness, which is not.
but you don't have to give any, if you have
I
earned
know
it
you are
in a
suffering.
right way.
I know
If
you
you
are
have earned it
suffering.
in a right way.
I am earning in the right way, and
Yes.
I know you are suffering, and I can help you by giving something. Thereby, you can also grow. Veda says, help others. संगत चतुन साथ साथ चलो. अगर तेरे पास कुछ ज़्यादा है, जैसे मेरे पास कुछ है, and I know that you are suffering. I know you very well. You are a dharmic person. You want to strive and come up. I want to help you. I will help you.
But if that helping comes at the cost of your own lifestyle or life, then
No.
that is not supposed to happen.
That will not happen. Like what I have, if I am ready to share to you so that you develop, it will not. It is not going to hinder me because I have excess. If I have something less, it might hinder me, right? If I have excess, then it's not going to hinder me. So that is the Vedic view. I would say. Okay, and also see. Because she has also
I didn't
mentioned.
understand this second half. What
No,
they're
second
trying
half
to
is
say.
what she is meaning that you, the younger generation, like your generation, you have to live a life, fulfilling life, and keep ourselves happy. But Veda says that you must not, you must escape life. Vedic view is not to escape life. Vedic view is to live life properly, contently, satisfyingly. Do your kartavya karma में escape word ही नहीं है. So escaping is akartavyam, not kartavya. So kartavya karma is doing your deeds very fulfillingly. Like I want to take vanaprastha. I always tell to her, I have to go to vanaprastha. She says, no, you cannot go. So Veda says, go to vanaprastha after your son or daughter is settled in their life. Either they like it or not is their issue. But after she gets settled, I can go to vanaprastha. Whether she says, no, I'm not agreeing, Papa, that's her, okay, she's not agreeing, but she's settled, I can go. This is Vedic view, right? So, but we must secure that we are doing them. I cannot leave her like she's studying, she is a student. I say, okay, fine, you take care of everything, I run away tomorrow. No, that is not, escape is not allowed in the Vedas. Escaping is going from one ashram to other ashram. After brahmacharya is over, you have to get grahastha, or you have to go to sannyas. If you are a vairagyavan, you go to sannyas. Or you just go to grahastha. After grahastha, go to vanaprastha. Then go to
Here
sannyas.
I will want to stop you for a second.
Yeah.
What about those in this generation? There are so many people or women, men, that they don't want to get married. They don't want to be in Grihastha ashram.
Yeah.
But they still want to have their career and everything like that. Similar to
They
Grihastha,
will
but
get
not
see.
have.
End of the day, it's a very dangerous situation. Why I will tell you. When grahastha, that's what is happening today, right? Even you say that I don't want to get into grahastha. This slowly. See, if it's a medical reason, if there is a purpose. Okay, if I like Manusmriti says, if you have certain diseases, don't get married. If your son or daughter has certain diseases, don't get them married because the diseases will not spread to further generations. So that's a good idea. But other than that, Manusmriti and Veda says, if you cannot maintain brahmacharya and you do not have vairagya, enter into grihastha ashrama because your biological needs will be more going forward, and if you are not in grihastha ashrama, you indirectly will start doing sinful deeds in future. So that's why grihastha is very, very important. Right? And if somebody doesn't want to get married and they are fully healthy, no problem, they can produce children, then Vedas do not allow it. Vedas says that you will spoil the generation, you will spoil the dharma fully. And that's what is happening today. If somebody is not entering to grihastha ashrama, they are trying to, if you are not in grihastha, you cannot do service to acharya, you cannot do service to brahmacharya ashram, you cannot get into vanaprastha and sannyas, then you are living a life which is futile.
That's weird because you can still earn money and do everything and still do
If you are having that, see, I'm not speaking about you as a perspective, I'm just telling in general. if you are not getting married, like not you, so you in a person your age is not getting married, what she will do or what he will do? They want to enjoy life, right?
Yeah, you can
enjoy
enjoy
life
life
में
being-
इंद्री सुख लेंगे, इंद्री सुख लेंगे अगर, तो आपका प्रभाती तो निश्चय है. अगर गृहस्थ में जाओगे, इंद्री सुख लेते लेते आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आएगा, बाद में यू विल चेंज दैट इंद्री. ओके, देन यू विल रियलाइज ये अल्प सुख है, चलो ठीक है, मेरा आई हैव डन, लाइक आई हैव डन माई कर्तव्य, आई हैव प्रोड्यूस्ड अ चाइल्ड, नाउ आई हैव टू डू इंद्री संयम, now I have to march towards moksha. The grihastha will give you a direction towards next step. If you are not in grihastha, it might not give you, and you will end up rogist. Most of the people will end up rogi ban jayega और वो कुकर्म करने लग जाएंगे. Please understand this. That is why Paramatma created grihastha ashrama. It's not anybody else. It's Paramatma's agya in the Vedas. So Gen Z are having this thinking that I don't want to get into this commitment. So because of lack of education from childhood, even for you also, you have a Western philosophical thinking, lack of unable to understand the full structure. Of course you will be able to understand, I'm sure, but most of your generation kids might not be able to understand. And also they feel that burden to bring up a kid. So if nobody gets married and bring up the kids, people, there won't be any service in society. Your nation का रक्षा भी नहीं होगा, सारे सब कुछ खराब हो जाएगा. This is the same thing happened in Mahabharata time. Mahabharata was not like grihastha scarcity. Mahabharata, all the young people got killed. Only few people survived. Bachcha survived. So there was a big gap in the in the chain.
Demographics.
In the chain. So that we should not allow to happen. So my only suggestion is, if you are not a rogist, like you have a chronic disease, then it's better not to get married. Other than that, there is no other reason which can say that no, I will not get married. This is my view. Okay, anyway, so these are the 2 points. I think it's a good discussion. We can try to discuss these things openly in future also. Now I will, okay, there are 3-4 very important questions which I got, but before that, I want to ask you one, okay, tell me the meaning of Havisha Videma. Tell me Hiranyagarbha mantra. First chant the mantra.
Havisha Videmas.
First chant the mantra and then tell me the meaning of that mantra. Hiranyagarbha.
Om Hiranyagarbha samavattagre bhutasya jatah patireka asit sadadara pitrivim
Prithivim. Sadadara Prithivim.
पृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम.
What is the meaning in short?
इट्स ज्योति स्वरूप परमेश्वर, सबको ज्योति देने वाले परंतु स्वयं प्रकाशक, पंच भौतिक पदार्थों से बने हुए संसार का प्रसिद्ध मालिक एक है और एक ही रहेगा. इस संसार रचना से पहले भी वो था, है और रहेगा.
So संसार रचना, so कस्मै देवाय, so what we should do?
तो हमें उस ईश्वर की हमें स्तुति, उपासना या अग्निहोत्र साधना से करनी चाहिए.
Very good. See here.
पर then we can answer the question, क्यों करनी चाहिए?
Right. Yeah. क्यों करनी चाहिए? See, क्यों करनी चाहिए? I think we answered in the one of the previous videos. I will explain. But here we must understand the word Havisha. Havisha means Havuti. Havi means Havuti. But Havuti ka bhavana kaisa hona chahiye? What is the bhavana? Maharishi writes, there are 4 mantras in everyday Agnihotra which has the word Havisha. Hiranyagarbha, Atmada Balada, Pranato Nimishato, Yenu Devrugra. In 4 mantras Havisha Videma comes, right? Maharishi gives a very beautiful dimension. See, Maharishi writes, Kasmai Devaya Havisha. Havisha, he writes, ग्रहण करने योग्य योगाभ्यास और अति प्रेम से भक्ति विशेष क्या करें. सो वी मस्ट डू, व्हेन यू डू उपासना टू परमात्मा, योगाभ्यास से और अति प्रेम से आहुति डालो. व्हेन यू आर डूइंग आहुति, आई हैव सीन यू मेनी टाइम्स, you also would have noticed yourselves that many times you are in hurry, early morning college or evening you don't have time, you have tuitions or whatever it is, you forget the meaning when you chant. Am I right or wrong? Many times.
Always.
So see here, she is okay, you are honest in accepting it, but Paramatma says here ati prem se karna hai. कैसे when you were a young kid, how your mom was feeding you food, that she will feed you food with so much lagan, right? With प्रेम से, प्रेम भावना से, जितना प्रेम से माता अपने बच्चे को खाना खिलाती है, उतना ही प्रेम से आहुति डालना है,
हाँ,
उतना ही प्रेम से परमात्मा को भक्ति करना है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज भक्ति. डोंट एवर लाइक हिरण्य गर्भ, you say that Jyoti Swarup Parama Bhavana. Like last week I was talking to Raghav in ashram. I made a video with him also. Like he sings bhajans and he was chanting Ved Mantra. I was saying कि भावना कहाँ चला गया? Where is the bhavana? Don't sing bhajan just because you know beautiful sing. Yes, sing bhajan, but bhavana कहाँ? Bhavana है Agna या he was singing that Samaveda mantra. I said bhavana क्या है?
I have a question here too actually. I'll talk about this later, but वो भावना की no. What were you saying?
Like a mother feeding
तो
a
वो
kid.
चित्त जब हम गाते हैं भजन या मंत्र डालते हैं, even if you don't have the full भावना or the भावना, will that still वो आपके चित्त पे प्रभाव करेगा?
थोड़ा बहुत, ज़्यादा नहीं करेगा.
तो it's better to still keep doing it.
You have to do it. You have to do it, but your intention is don't make it as a formality, because all along, like you are now 20, 21?
20.
You are 20, okay. No, you are?
I'm 20.
Yeah, you are 20. So she's now 20. So you are doing Havan from the age of, let's say, 6 years or 7 years, like individually. You have started putting ghee from, let's say, 7 or 8 years.
4.
No, 4 you are not putting, you are putting samagri.
Yeah.
But from the age of 6 or 7 you are putting ghee.
13.
You are putting 13 years.
No, so from the age of 13 or 12 properly. It's
So,
not
okay,
allowed
last
till
10 years,
13 per
last
se,
10
but
years you are
sometimes
doing
it-
ghee ahuti, you are doing Havan yourself. If you are not creating bhavana and you are doing for a formality, then it's just a time pass. That is why we must follow the footsteps of Rishi Munis. Rishi says, Ati prem se, kitna prem, our Acharya gives an example, just like a guy, अपने बच्चे को माता गाय अपने बछड़े को चाटती है. Have you seen in गौशाला that it will lick all over its body, and when it's doing prem with its बच्चा, it will forget the entire world. So when you sit for, आज से ये promise करो, आज से when you sit for Agnihotra, before starting Agnihotra, give 2 minutes time to create bhavana inside you, that I am going to start a very, very sreshtatamaya karma. I am going to start a sresht karma, and I am हे परमात्मा मुझे सद्बुद्धि दो, मैं श्रेष्ठ कर्म करने जा रही हूँ. So chant this, create bhavana, and then start doing mantra. Automatically, you know the meaning of mantra. Some people do not know the meaning of mantra. Meaning of mantra is available in Arya Samaj website, also in Sandhya Mantra book written by my Acharya. Bhavana ko banana chahiye. Then you start Agnihotra. Then in the next 1 year, I can guarantee you, you will never do Agnihotra without bhavana. How so? If you are very tired, you are so in an urgent pace, don't do Agnihotra for that time. Calm yourself and then do Agnihotra. If you are having so shortage of time, you have only 5 minutes, don't do full Agnihotra, do Gayatri Mantra. In 5 minutes you can do Gayatri Mantra Agnihotra, aram se, chant karke, do 5 avatis and go.
Okay.
This is what I can say.
Your question. Okay, for time you told.
Let me just see the time.
Wait.
No, I'm
we'll just finish this.
Yeah. We are continuing. I'm just... it's 19 minutes. Okay, we can take one more question.
No, what was I saying? You answered for the time perspective, right? What about those who are, let's say, sick, and who are not most of the time, they're very tired, and maybe some people are very hungry, but tired, and most of the time. So, and how can you get the bhavana there?
Okay, when you are sick in the sense, if you are unable to even get up from the bed, for those people, bhavana is done when they are relaxed. Like, even though somebody is sick, they are bedridden, they cannot do any activity, but some point of time they will feel peace. Okay, now I am relaxed enough. When, like, you are sick, for example, you are not able to do anything, but okay, you are doing Instagram, you are seeing some television, and you are relaxed in your bed. So that time you feel relaxed. Keep the phone away and create bhavana, and then do chanting inside your mind. Don't force your body, because see, body and mind has to be coordinated, synced properly. If you have seen me also, I never do Agnihotra when I am dead tired. Sometimes, some days, if you see, I have done Agnihotra after 6:30 in the night or 7 o'clock in the night. Why? Because I am not feeling comfortable to do at 5:30 or whatever it is. Because I am not feeling good. So I prepare my mind for 1 hour and then do Agnihotra.
But this is for normal people.
No,
But for people who are sick but not bedridden. But
people who
very
are sick, like depressed, anxiety. There are people I know who are having depression, anxiety, or some other diseases. They are unable to, but they are doing all the activities out of compulsion and force. For them also, they must, if you take steps to sit down and relax. The problem is you are not ready to leave your gadgets in hand. When you really release your hand, like birth, janam jab hua tha, when you take birth, for example, how did you take birth? Nothing you brought, right? So why are you continuously holding something in your mind and hands? Leave that for 20 minutes. World will not stop. So relax karo. Ekdam se relax, itna relax. Then stambha vritti. Stambha vritti pranayama means like observing the breath. Maharaj has taught you pranayama, but if somebody does not know pranayama, they can just observe the breath and then relax. And then the relaxed mood, then they must make up their mind to bring to ati prem. Ye prem bhavana ko lekar aana.
This has so much nuance. Relaxation. Okay. Body se aap
Relaxed
kar
mind,
loge. 1 second.
contented mind,
Question.
happy mind.
What if you're relaxing physically, but it's not possible to relax fully because of maybe some thoughts in your brain, bad thoughts or whatever?
Practice. Abhyasena vairagyana. You remember Acharya's words. Abhyas aur vairagya se hi Paramatma ki bhakti hoti hai. अभ्यास करते 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 जैसे एग्जाम्पल महाराज used to give that my Maharaj Acharya used to, he told one lady came from Singapore, she was a Buddhist. So my Acharya, she could not speak Hindi, so my Acharya tried to explain to her that Lord Gautam Buddha, when he was doing meditation, he was sitting on a rock, and over a period of time that rock actually became his butt shape. Rock उनके butt shape बन गया उतना अभ्यास से, right? Similarly, in a loha, in a thick loha, means solid iron block, when the rope goes again and again and again and again, bring the water from the well, the rope is very light, iron is very strong, the rope impression will come on the iron. Similarly, when you do abhyas and with a very clear vairagya, you can definitely overcome this sickness or anxiety or mental step. Today morning, you know Tamil, so please see my Tamil video today morning I made in my Tamil channel. Same question, focusing my mind. Somebody asked me, I have to study 16 hours a day. I'm unable to focus. So I always tell them, write in a paper, if you are studying 16 hours a day and you pass this examination, what is the plus you will get in your life? And if you fail the exam, what is the minus will happen in your life? You write down very clearly in a paper and read out every day. For the first 10 days, read out every 1 hour. This is a plus, this is the minus. When the plus goes up, you will automatically do it.
And if you fail that exam, also, or if before you fail also, write in your book, like what is the plus I will still get by practicing with this exam.
That's the next step. First step is taking an attempt to clear the exam. So for that, you must understand why I should do it, what is the negativity of not doing it. Similarly, doing Agnihotra, our Acharya has told 10,000 benefits. Write down in a paper the benefits and write down in the paper the negatives. Like, don't do it, sound will come. The Paramatma says, मैं तुम्हें छोड़ देता हूँ. Paramatma says, and Acharya Chanakya, he says in the Niti Grantha, Chanakya Niti and Kautilya Shastra, he says very bitter word. He says, if your wall the walls are not blackened by Agnihotra smoke, your house is a Shamshan Ghat, burial ground. So this is a very bitter word. So these are negatives we have to write. Without upasana kya hoga? So like that you must do abhyas and then slowly progress. The focus and concentration will not happen on day one. But after 2 years, after 10 years, like when I started my upasana, I was not having any focus. Now I have little bit progressed. Like that you can also do, anybody can also do. Okay, we'll continue the discussions. It's more than 25 minutes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Namaste.